up and don't do. Are you ready? The next one is this. I know it looks real cool, y'all. I know it's super, super cool. Studio mode. I don't know how many of you guys like studio mode or not. I'd say 1 out of 4 clients, coaching clients, where I pull up their OBS, they've got studio mode going, and and why? Because they think it makes it more professional or something. I don't know. Why use studio mode when you don't need it? So what is studio mode? You click it and it sets up your OBS to where it's basically a preview window over on the side over here, right? And then it's the final program over here on the right. And so basically what it allows you to do, studio mode allows you to edit everything on this first panel before you punch it in over here to the second panel. That's what studio mode does. 95% of you guys do not need to use studio mode. And if your OBS currently looks like this, turn off studio mode by clicking the button right back here and just have one preview window up in the middle. That's all you need. You're using more system resources by having it in studio mode if you're not running some sort of professional control room setup, okay? Do not use studio mode unless you, for some reason, have to edit everything before it goes live on the air and you're running a control room, which I've done for a living in the past. Very rarely will you guys need to use that. Studio mode, bad. For 95% of you, don't make that mistake. Really quick, I am now, remember the trick I told you earlier where I told you that I am recommending that you guys record your content in a much higher quality than you're actually streaming it, right? Remember that tip I gave you guys earlier? Well, I just dropped the link in chat. I am recording this podcast now, and I literally just a few minutes ago opened a dedicated channel just for this podcast where I'm going to have triple quality replays on YouTube. It's called AWOL Podcast. It's in the description. It's also in live chat. Go subscribe to this channel if you want to get the super high definition replays of these. They will not be available on my main channel anymore. AWOL Podcast, dedicated channel just for the replays of this show. If you ever want to go reference anything I'm talking about, go check that out. I just wanted to have a dedicated location only for these longer form tutorials and live streams that I'm doing. Go subscribe today. But wait, there's more. So one thing I talked about earlier is streaming at the right bit rate. So this is a question I get a lot. What is the right bit rate for me to stream at? I don't know. And a lot of people think they have fast internet. You probably don't. And if you do have fast internet, you're probably looking at the wrong thing. What do I mean by that? Here's how you figure out what the maximum bit rate is that you can stream at. Are you ready? You need to choose the right bit rate to stream at. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google and you're going to type in speed test, okay? And you're going to go ahead and run a speed test right here. I'm not going to do it right now because obviously that would destroy my internet and destroy this live version. But you're going to run the speed test.